swag. Cold as a stranger from Pennsylvania, chilling in the W where they live famous, throwing up the frames, showing that I'm living, already acting like I'm worth 20 years, shaking off these haters like snow from my boots, champagne bottles, all white suits, show up out of town in all white deuce, feeling like the shit cause it's all right too. Government scandal put the state on trial. DAs and judges are the criminals now. The whole judicial branch is a fucking cash cow, so they don't have to take me out before I take them all down. This is Mad City. This is our town. If we in it for a penny, then we in it for a pound. Trolling online like you a bunch of gangsters. Meet us at the Coliseum, we'll entertain you. It's like with my feet up. Fuck some new sneakers. I rule my own empire. Julius Caesar here with recent third dimension. The crew that I fuck with. Stop trying to hide from me. Let's do this in public. Yeah, you already know what it is. That's that shout out from my man Latif, Slim Reeks, Cameron, my little brother out there in the beach. Shout out to Long Beach, shout out to all of California. Shout out to Madison, Wisconsin, Springfield, Ohio, all points east. Shout out to the Berg, baby, to the P, Pittsburgh, baby. Shout out to Homewood, the Hill, Garfield. You already know what it is. Let's go. Wilkinsburg, Penn Hills. Let's do it, baby. So I'm down here in the DFW. Gotta give love to all the boroughs out here, all the cities out here, all the way from Carrollton out there to DeSoto, being A-Town. Shout out to Dallas, Fort Worth, Funky Town, Fort Worth is going down, baby. That's that hot song everybody wants to hear. Is Who Fox With Me Friday? If you fox with me, put a fox emoji in the comment section. I got nothing but love for you. I jumped on here right on time. Yeah, that funk y'all need. Y'all on y'all way to the club. Y'all going somewhere right now. Y'all headed somewhere right now. I feel you right now. You busting that move out there to get something happen. Let's go. Let's make it happen. So, Who Fox With Me Friday, man? We're going to get right into the topic. We ain't going to play no games. It's sure a mess. Who Fox With Me Friday? I got a lot of people rocking with me out in DC now. Shout out to my DC fan and Miss China Gray, the executive producer. It's been a crazy week, but we're gonna make some things happen, man. We ain't gonna play no games with it. We're gonna get it done for y'all today. Big things happened this week. Yesterday, I'm thinking through Thursday, it went up. I want you to know that it went up. So everybody trust and believe is going down. We got, of course, the right or wrong segment with my lovely girlfriend Shay Houston doing her thing. And someone always has a question to ask her. Ever since I did this little Ask Shay portion, people trying to pick her brain. So we're gonna see what tonight brings with the question, who's in trouble? Who just wants to be a little bit nosy? The Ask Shay portion is coming right up for y'all in a hot minute. Taibu Mu'add right here, man, putting it down. Yeah, shout out to my cousin. Shout out to my man, my cousin Byron, aka Digital B on the wheels of steel, splicing and dicing my shows up to give y'all the hot takes. I'm telling y'all, you got to be a great organizer to be an awesome leader. And I'm just so glad that I went to the family reunions. You know, go to your family reunions. You don't know who your cousins are. Your cousins might be awesome, all right? If you fox with me, you fox with your cousins, put a fox emoji in the comment section. Yeah. I'm trying to shake this thing, but I want to squirt out on me. I got new clothes on. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. You got to learn to take the good with the bad, people. I'm telling you right now. This is a relationship podcast, but I'm learning the hard way. You got to put your feelings to the side sometimes, man. Right? See, what I'm being confronted with is, oh boy, I gotta get a couple of things, y'all. Give me 1 second. Got to get a couple things right. I had to make sure that I can get, I don't lose power. My laptop was like, oh boy, if that goes out again, I know how that can be. My day is busy because I'm trying to get this reality show thing jumping for you. My executive producer, she's a little bit hot at me right now because I didn't have a chance to get at her today. But when you have like 3 or 4 careers and you're trying to build a business and a brand, a marketable brand. Come on, man, this thing don't want to get untangled. This is the craziest thing. Some things you think should be easy, but it's not. Y'all like he ain't never on time. I had a good friend. Oh man. Hey, let's get it papalakan. What is the topic today? I have no idea. Yeah, like what? So I get to just go to my topic reel and see. Oh man. I don't know if I want to do that tonight. That one's deep. So in order to help the women, uh, I have to be honest with them, right? Your mess is like etiquette school for the ladies, right? Like what's relationship etiquette? Okay. So I be on my show saying I don't want Cardi B and Kodak Black to teach my children what relationships should be about. And that's true. I don't want y'all to think I'm slamming Cardi B and Kodak Black. I think that they're just as asleep as I was. You know, they're not woke. If they were, they wouldn't be doing what they're doing right now because they're talented, they're driven. They find a different way to make money than to degrade themselves and our entire culture, um, and call it a job. But let's think about it. Now, let's not thinking through Thursday stuff. I'm gonna get back to the topic. Let's think about it for a second. How come we trip on professional athletes, especially the brothers? Let's just keep it real. We trip on professional athletes, the brothers, like y'all supposed to be role models when they do something they shouldn't do. But ain't nobody saying to these sisters, telling other sisters to bust it open if he pay, to tell men to shut up, right? In what other culture in music is the women talking about telling a man to shut up? Ladies, come on. And y'all singing these songs like it's cool, for real. My girlfriend, she don't approach me like that. But I think that she tells me to shut up in her own little way, right? It's very subtle, um, very peaceful, but it's still a shut up. And I don't like it. Hmm. I wonder how. So when women are like that, it's kind of like, do you really want love and a commitment from a man if you believe that at any point in time you should tell him to shut up and he's supposed to just swallow that and keep rocking with you? I don't know. It's kind of crazy. So we tell these, when brothers, football players. Let's just keep it real, right? The football players, sometimes the boxers, but most of the brothers that play football in NFL, whenever they do something, it's like, oh, you're supposed to be a role model, because you're an influencer. But nobody's getting on these female rap artists about what they're doing. I mean, I don't see it. I don't see the reverse Nicki Minaj and Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. Now there was always that chick in the neighborhood that talked too much, the Kendra G type, right? It was always that female. And if y'all want to keep it real with me, did you ever know a chick like that to have a good relationship? This ain't no Tyler Perry movie, right? With Angela and Marcus. This ain't I'm talking about in real life. Did that mouthy chick that you know ever really have a stable, happy relationship that you know of? Nah, didn't happen. Not in my neighborhood. Maybe it did in yours. If that loudmouth Kendra G style chick had a happy relationship in your neighborhood, then dude was it was a safe haven for him. He didn't have nothing. He was a straight simp, and you knew it. But she didn't stay with him long because of a simp. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna be real. The loudmouth types. I mean, if one of my guys, if we was look, I had domestic violence issues when I was younger. I mean, I really, I'm only about 10 years removed. I'm before 47.
everybody has this pushing point. You know, when I was a kid, my mom said somebody hit you in the back. She didn't say if a guy hit you in the back. She said if somebody hit you in the back. Yeah, I can put just a different area. But at the end of the day, you know, men should provide leadership, and so that should come with the price. But it definitely should come with you being mindful of what your choices are. My choices and decisions now is just to choose somebody better to be with. Like, I can't be with somebody. I mean, and I get upset. Don't get me wrong, I'm wrong, but I'm just saying I can't be with somebody that's going to be disrespectful or call me out or put me out there. Like, that's not. I mean, and you know, I've done all the classes and the courses and stuff like that, but I'm still human. So, you know, I know I can't even tempt myself like that. So I could never be with a woman that's going to be disrespectful over much. And that can be in different forms, right? So, having major issues with my computer here, so we'll let him put him down for a second, let that cool off. I'm gonna go ahead, go live on Facebook. The YouTube crowd is just hitting. Go ahead and go live on Facebook. Just because I can. So, trying my best to get Facebook going here live. Let's go. Well, what's going on, China? Hey. So I'm live on Facebook, live on Instagram. Oh, I thought I was live. Like it stopped on the one. Okay, get me live. Wi-Fi crazy. I got my phone set up. Wow. All right, there we go. I got my phone set up so that I don't want to all of my face. Tonight is a crazy night, y'all, but that's okay. I'm still gonna get it in. Hey, promote that podcast. You're a Mess is coming up on its first reality show season pretty soon. I'm getting this thing set up. I'm trying to get it popping. Taibu Mu'add here, having some technical difficulties, but weathering the storm. All right. I'm going to get my show back on over here on YouTube, but until I do, I'm not going to stop talking about my topic. So the topic breaks down to what men and women do and how that affects the whole man-woman scheme of things. So women want to reserve the right to have a high body count. Oh, yeah. And I've struggled with this because I don't want to judge unfairly. I don't struggle with this because I don't want to be the kind of person to where it's like, okay, I'm not taking both sides into consideration. All right? But I want you ladies to give me, you know, an honest effort, an honest answer. Are we really in a position where you're saying, let me be a HOE? You're saying, let me be a HOE until I get to a point before I get married. Let's throw it out there. Let's say that the average number for women nowadays is 100. 100 guys before they get married. I had a woman come on the show and say that her friend was really, really attractive, and before she got married, she slept with probably all 100 guys, a couple football teams, a couple happy hours. She played the role, and she got married to a guy that married her, and that's where it's at. So let's just say the average number for women, as far as the body count, is 100. Let's just, fellas, we're saying 100 because, like most men on this show say, they'll never tell the truth anyway. They have 100% success rate when they're ready to have sex. So let's just ballpark figure 100, give or take 10 or so. All right. So between 90 and 110 guys before she decides to get married, right? Because my question was always, how many men can a woman be intimate with and still be considered marriage worthy, right? That's always my question. And so people are saying, all right, oh, you're wrong. You shouldn't ask that question. Blah, blah, blah. But I do. I do ask that question. And I do want to answer. I expect the answer. Whether I get one or not. But I do expect the answer. Most times I do get an answer. But look, here's my point. If you fox with me, get this point. My point is this. Let's just say 100, right? Now the guys are saying that, the guys that answer the question, they say 10 or less. 10 or less. And you also can go with the 100 number because African women in this country contract AIDS at a higher rate than anybody else. Y'all can Google that right now. Fact check that. So they're definitely busting it open. If you never had an STD, shout out to you for keeping it gully. Or just be the lucky son of a gun. That's or death. So let's just keep it all the way 100 with ourselves. All right. I'm trying to get back over here on StreamYard. See, when you let people use your computer, make sure you run like a clean check or something like that on it. I didn't do that. I've been really, really busy. So I borrowed my computer out, and then the person that asked to use the computer went and bought their own computer and left all their stuff on my computer. So now my computer just don't work. Like I was having small minor issues, but not like this, where it's just shutting off. So I haven't had a chance to basically just fix the computer and shut it down. And that person keeps their computer with them during showtime. It's pretty crazy. So I don't know. But I'm going to lock in tonight. I got the weekend off, so I'm going to take my time, flush my computer off, do my little Geek Squad thing, and get it back together for y'all so I can continue to enjoy the show. Because I see that person really isn't trying to let me use their computer, even though they let me use mine, on a consistent basis. I said no one time because something happened, but that's not really for y'all right now. It might come up down the line, don't get me wrong, because it's my show, and I'll put it out there. But
what the hell?
Right now, I'm just going to say that, this person has been using my computer for like a week, maybe a week and a half. I said no one day. This person went and bought a computer. Like, oh, you can use your computer for it, but never didn't erase their stuff off my computer, none of that stuff. So now my computer shuts down. I'm just doing my little itty bitty show. It's crazy. And I'm not the Geek Squad. I just had to have my computer long enough to kind of know the tricks to get it going. But clearly, it's not going to give me no rhythm tonight. So I'm dead on StreamYard. I'm live on Facebook. I was live on Facebook. Facebook is even messing up on me. want to stay live on me. I don't know what's going on. They hating on me. I ain't going to trip. I'm going to leave it up though. If you fox me, put a fox emoji in the comment section. Alright. So we say that women, the average woman gets to about 100 guys before she feels like settling down and getting married. Alright? And y'all think that's a high number. For women, it's not. It's just not. 100 is not a high number for a woman. It sounds like that, but let's keep it real. Thank you very much there, Shay. It sounds like a lot, but fellas, if you had 100% success ratio when you're ready to have sex, you easily get 100 females too. Let's keep it real. I don't know a guy right now that would say if he had 100% success rate, he went to a bar, club, grocery store, park, gymnasium, and asked a girl, if she wanted to go ahead and get it popping, and she was going to say yes 100% of the time, he'd be up at least 100. So we're going, since it's 100% success rate ratio for women, I'm going to put it at 100. Y'all at 100. Y'all 100 for 100. Now, fellas, can y'all handle that? Can you deal with it? 100 guys. That means while you're trying to treat her like a queen and buy her things and take her places and love her, be intimate with her, she rowboats, does the nasty, triple threat here, and here, all that just off the cuff. A guy could be in the car next to her on the way to work, and they give each other that wink, and now they're off into the car wash doing their thing, and then she goes to work and he goes about his business. That's your girl, that's your wife before she married you or before you got with her. And so other men just see the chick that you love and you with like an object, a sexual object, because that's how she presented herself to you. Can you handle that? Because that's the problem out here right now. Like, guys can't handle their girl just being like, a regular average bust. And I don't care. She can have money. She can be really, really beautiful. She's done 100 guys. Because they made her laugh, because they bought her, like what the club guy dude say, because he bought her a Whataburger. She did it because she could. They're freeing it. They're letting it go free. They're giving it some air, fellas. Rapid fire. 100. You have to these days. Why would you not? You see women come on my show and they say the numbers should matter. That means they're at 100. That means they're at 100. You're over the 100. They lying, talk about they write it down and keep track of it. But if they are, ask
the women that came on my show and said that
I want to fact check that.
And said that the number shouldn't matter. She was at 100.
They came on my show and said that
For real.
the number shouldn't matter. She was at 100.
She was at 100, y'all. Let me go over here and look on my Gmail and check out some stuff. Shay got the right or wrong segment.
What is she talking about?
Shay got the right or wrong segment of the day going, so we're gonna share that after you dig. All right. Okay. So it's proper both ways in all ways. All right. She's at 100. Now, how do you guys feel about that? knowing that you know, if the average guy, well, I'd say the average guy is busting them down at about 63% success rate. All right. You have to be funky breath, ain't never had a dollar in your pocket in your life to not be at about little over half. So we'll say the average guy, his success rate is like 63%. And fellas, y'all know I'm keeping it real because y'all seen some of the chicks, I mean some of the guys that your chick was with. You know, it came out. She still has pictures of them. Y'all didn't see that memorabilia show. If y'all ain't seen the show where I was talking about exes keeping memorabilia of their exes, uh, or the person that you would keep, then check that show. That show is fire. But so you see these scrub ass screws, these scrub dudes that your chick was with. So you know any average dude, 63%, you know what I'm saying, can hit it. Not just yours, but any chick, you know what I'm saying? Chicks out there, they just cause they hot, they at 100. The women are at 100, fellas. So that means that's why our because most dudes ain't got no game. If women wasn't so hot these days, because back in my day, it was hard to get there. Like for real. Like when I was coming up, you couldn't just be you had to really come with it. These days, nah, nah. We'll get into that on a different day, but nah. These ladies, listen to the music. They don't require nothing. Women are way too easy these days. Way too easy. For real. They just throwing it out there. Here, you want some, you see this, you like it? Here. Like y'all be at the basketball games where they shoot t-shirts in the crowd. That's how women is tossing it out there right now. It's crazy, right? You laying in the bed with your chick and she texting the dude like, nah, he's in the bed right now. Hit me up tomorrow before I go to work when I'm at work. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what's happening, fellas. Can you deal with that? She's at 100. Out of that 100, 20 of them stand-ups. 20 of them stand-ups, she wants all the time. I say about 20 of them. Can't get enough of it, right? Because they have different body parts, fellas. You and I both know, fellas, that when they roll boat, they can, depending on how good the good is, how snapping the snapper is, they can go for a while and keep getting off. Like me and you, I don't care if you go 3 hours. When it's over, it's over. When it's over, it's over. Now they got stuff out there to keep you rock, but what does it matter if you can't get home? If you can't get that, that second that next joint, you might as well just lay it down. Just go with nature. But that's not how women are. They can bed you, hop up real quick, and go rowboat somebody else 2 blocks down the street. Like, oh, honey, we don't have any milk. They can go down the street, bam, milkman. Oh, honey, I see my girl Regina. We gonna go hang out for a while. Bam, she over there doing you know what I mean? So they gotta go, fellas. They gotta go. I like having this platform because after talking to women, I'm like 130 episodes into the game. And it's interesting to see women say when I ask them that question, the number shouldn't matter. You're all at 100. When my cousin Byron makes these t-shirts, you're all at 100. It's gonna say she's at 100, fam. Don't believe the hype. All right. And see, women, they all mad at me now. Like, ooh, we putting this out there. When I do my next relationship book, I'm telling you, there's freedom in rejection. Men are stupid, and this is gonna be part of the Men Are Stupid book. I'm telling you, I just haven't. Wait till when I hit my bag and I'm just chilling, got the movement going. I'm just pulling strings from behind the scenes, and I can just sit back and write. I'm gonna get y'all this funk, man, for real. Ladies, y'all a cold piece of work. Here's the deal, though. Fellas, if you don't have a plan, she gonna take advantage of you. The only way men aren't getting taken advantage of is if they have a plan, they work their plan to perfection so that they elevate. Cause when I elevate and she see it, she gonna do a whole lot better job of keeping it under wraps. Because she know in a heartbeat I'm busting a move. Now, even as it stands, in the deep south, with the ratio being what it is, and all these men uh making different choices and decisions about who to date, yeah, it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing. If you get attached to a woman, you're attached to 100 men. Ah, I should play that Rick Ross song off of Django. For real, she's attached to 100 men, fellas. You better know it. And y'all can go back to my shows and listen to it. Well, in her teens, she probably just got started. In her 20s, though, yeah, you gotta give her her 20s. So if you get her, she's in her 30s, man, stop it. She had 100, fam. Soon as she busted open, she ticking them off. She only got 10 fingers. She run through them 10 fingers quick, y'all. Now she in the dubs. It is what it is. They all at 100, fam. For real. I'm afraid so. I'm afraid so. Yeah, y'all sisters gotta get yourself together. And I had a show where I broke down lasciviousness. European men don't even think that if they just take it, sisters. The European man feels like it's you can't rape African women because y'all so lascivious and y'all proving it right. You got European chicks that want to act like they African in a part of the African village and they talking that junk. But you don't hear these European women out there talking about with this and this, and y'all just you're not. And it's as popular as it is to do it. You don't even see them doing it. It sells records for females to say, "I'll tell him to shut up and I'll bust it up. And if he got money and he got a bag, we can do it." Like, and you don't even see European women following that path. If the Europeans aren't following you sisters down that path, why do y'all continue to do it? 91% of European men marry within their culture. It's not like that for the brothers. They can't wait to get rid of you sisters. They can't wait to find somebody else from a different culture that wants them and give them the time of day. They so happy and glad to be rid of y'all, rid of dealing with y'all. I'm telling you what it is. I'm telling you what it is. Now me, I don't know. I got a little bit too much of this in me to go that route. Just a little bit too much. I don't know if a European chick can really deal with me and handle my points of views. She might read my book and just be uncomfortable around me. You know what I'm saying? For real. Who fox with me Friday? Taibu Mu'add right here, man. Let me see if I can't get to the screen share camera roll. Oh man. I gotta have recorded it. This what I'll do. Since I'm live on Facebook now anyway. Let me finish that. Cause I was live on I got enough juice. I'm gonna go ahead and show it to y'all like this though. Gonna get this out there.
I already have it pulled up on my phone if you want to. I'm just trying to help.
Why do we have to be going somewhere from here after?
Uh
3, 4, or 5 or 6
All right.
months. Chill out. Let's see where it's gonna go. Let's start doing more things. Let's start involving yourself now, maybe in some family affairs. Let's start doing these other type of things and see if we can grow together. Spend more nights at my house. Maybe you graduate to a key or something. But we don't gotta keep talking about where are we going from here after 4 or 5 months. We don't have to put a timetable on it. And that's the gap of where the women tend to miss where we're coming from. We're not coming, and that's what A's trying to say. Yeah, that's your timetable. That's not my timetable. So we have to compromise and try to come to some type of agreement or state of mind to say, yo, this is where we're gonna go. If you want to be with a man and the man is sitting here telling you, don't rush me. Put yourself in position not to rush them. That's what it is. Oh my God, what is she talking about? Everything is just going good. Yeah. Why
That's
do we
it.
have to go somewhere from here after 3, 4, or 5 or 6 months?
That's it.
Share. Let's see where it's gonna go. Let's start doing more things. Let's start involving yourself now, maybe in
That's
some family.
it.
Let's start doing these other type of things and see if we can grow together. Spend more nights at my house. Maybe you graduate to a key or something. But we don't gotta keep talking about where are we going from here.
Fam snap. Fam said, maybe you can graduate to get my key. Fam snap with that. Sit your butt down. Get on. Get your
So,
butt
do
down.
y'all feel that he's right or wrong? And it
This is
should
the
take
right or
more than 3 to 6 months.
I ain't no joke, right or wrong segment with Shay Houston. It's going down. Taibu Mu'add right here. Man,
You say right or
I
wrong?
told y'all it's 4 steps. I told y'all it's 4 steps to get married. Y'all go back to my first 100 and tap into that. So look, ladies, look. First of all, y'all, if y'all in a relationship with somebody and y'all not married to the guy, and but y'all claim to be committed, you have to do like Old Town 357 said and ration out that juice. Ooh, y'all better look at that song. I should play that song. That was my song back in the day. Let me play that song real quick. Let me see if I can't pull it. What is it? Let me see if YouTube has that on there. I wonder if that's on there. It is. Look, this was my song back in the day, though, for real. You say I'm crazy. And see, they saying that their rowboat got them going crazy. They're rowboating. This is why I say all women are at 100. Shay, she talked about the juicy got them crazy. Like this was like 1987, right? But at the end of the day, one of the chicks' verses says that she would ration out the juice until it was get paid time. Now, that sounds a little bit like prostitution, and it sounds to me like from where I hear Megan Thee Stallion talk about and Cardi B and Nicki Minaj talk about that things haven't changed much. Some chick said a broke fool can't get no nookie. I know that's right. Like this is what it comes down to. So y'all selling it under guise of what? I mean, a Prada bag can get a man a roll in the hay, some rowboating. So I'm just saying, like, it's crazy. But I bring this song up though because what dude talking about, he's like, look, if you into me and you say that you ask me where it's going. Now that's according to my 4 rules for getting married, my 4 pathway steps to get married. But I say before you date people, you should know how long you want to date them before you ask that question. So I would say that he's right, Shay. I would say that he's right for the simple fact that, ladies, if you don't know, if you ask this person, but you don't know, like you don't have a good beat on how long you should be with somebody before you asking that question, like how get a vibe for it blows up in your face. Because if I'm dating you and you keep talking about, where is this going, when to get more serious, whatever, whatnot, and I don't feel like we're there yet. It wasn't mutual. We have, lead in, no testing the waters and none of that. Just come straight out. Where is this going? Like, I feel like you're trying to manipulate me. I feel like you don't love me because you love me and you just want us to stay in love, right? Also, fellas, ladies, whoever brings the conversation up, it's not so much what you say, it's how you say it, right? I mean, if you stay like 45 minutes to an hour away from each other, that's a pretty decent commute both ways, right? That's a 2 hour commitment when you go see that person. So cohabitating after, between around, I would say around 5 to 6 months, cohabitating at that point is just economically smart unless y'all got money like that. And even if you got money like that, you can't get that time back. 2 hours a trip, a visit adds up quickly. It does. Just keeping it 100 with y'all. So I say the guy is right. I say he's right. I say he's following the guidelines I put out there for y'all in my first 100. Know how long you're going to date somebody before you even get to talking about that. All right. Within that first 6 months to a year, do some things to get to know that person for real. Go meet their family. You know, hang out with them while they're around their friends. See the real them. Right? If you just in the house and you just getting bust down for 6 months, you haven't experienced this person's real life. But you like busting down and rowboating and cuddling afterward. How he texts you on the phone afterward, but you ain't get to know the person. So 6 months passed, and now yeah, you feel like you've invested, a lot of time, but you never got to know the person. It was just bedroom dating. That's a good topic. Write that down. Bedroom dating. Bedroom dating. Don't bedroom date. If you're gonna date somebody, get to know the real them. Take them, see how they act in public. Go around them when they're around their family and listen to what their family says about them. If they cousins and uncles and brothers and moms and sisters like, oh, he a dog, oh, he a player, oh, look at him, fam, doing this thing again, they got another one. If you hear stuff like that, run away. You're just a feather in the cap, a notch in the belt. You're not the one. I mean, the probability of you being the one is low. He brings you around his people to make you feel like it's going to be something, but it's not. And they just giggling at you. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, are you done?
Yeah, he's right. Go ahead.
Okay. You say he's right, I say he's wrong. Because, first of all, in between 5 and 6 months, you should know if you want to be with that person or not. You done had time. I say that's enough time to be to know if that's somebody you want to spend the rest of your life with, or somebody that you just. Why is you 5 to 6 months?
I didn't say anything.
It
I'm
should give
listening.
you a
I'm
idea.
listening to
Okay,
you talk. I'm
I
listening to you
see
talk.
how
I
this
can make
person is
cases.
living. What I see how this person is living. I see where their heart is. I see what they want out of life. They got goals. They got this. They got that. But if it's somebody you don't see yourself being with, just go on and cut it off. Why linger on with a relationship that you know that you're not trying to be in? And that's the difference between men and women. So I feel he's wrong.
The only difference between men and women, I'm Taibu Mu'add. The only difference between men and women is y'all got 100% success, so y'all all at 100. Ain't none of us at 100. Y'all all at 100. I'm debunking the myth that women are more chaste than men. Y'all have 100% success rate. If you want to bust it open, he's going. It's not like that for us. So women have a way higher body count than men on average.
Are you serious?
On average, that's
Stop
the
it.
only difference between y'all don't got
Stop it.
emotions, y'all don't got feelings when it comes to that
Stop
thing. As
it.
soon as y'all bust that thing open,
Stop
it's a free
it.
for all.
Stop it.
It's a raffle ticket.
You okay, I also sent you the ass shade to your
Oh, okay.
Gmail.
Yeah,
It
let's
should be the
go into the
first one.
inbox. Let's go into the inbox and see what the ass shade joint's looking like. Yeah, but you dead wrong.
You
Fam is white.
wrong. You wrong. And you know it.
Women don't know Jeffrey Dahmer was eating people for years before they caught him. You don't know somebody in 6 months. You want to be with them for your whole entire life.
You should know, you should have an idea
What kind of idea?
if
What
you want to be with
what can you
them.
get done in 6 months?
A lot.
You can't.
A lot.
Are y'all going to work? Do y'all have a life?
Yeah.
If you was with somebody every day, every second of the day, conjoined twins with them for 6 months, you wouldn't still know them.
Oh my God. Okay.
6 months, never.
I agree to
6 months is enough
disagree.
time to get more serious. That's why I say he's right. Because six
I
months is
agree
just enough
to
time to want to get
disagree.
more serious if you want to get more serious. But you just said in 6 months,
I
you know
agree
you want to spend the rest of your
to
life with him.
disagree.
Nah,
I agree to disagree.
you just said the rest of your life.
Okay. You got it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hold on. I just I had to okay. So this is the inbox that we received for Ash Shay. This person you're watching, you know who you are. This is your question. Shay, I have a best friend that I have been friends with since grade school. I consider her like a sister. I have an ex that I dated a couple years ago that she knew of. I was at a store last week and I saw them holding hands shopping together. Is it me or is there some type of code to not date exes? We talk all the time and she didn't even tell me that they're together. Should I stop my friendship with my friend, or allow her to continue dating that person because it might be her soulmate? Thanks. All right. We don't do names on the show, so we won't put your name out there, but we appreciate the question. Shay, that's a pickle. That's a pickle. Uh, what do you have to say to this young lady?
If you feel that she was like a sister to you, she already know what you've been through with that person. I don't know if y'all broke up on him cheating or it just was a mutual agreement. But for that to be your homegirl, your almost sister that you say, to me, I don't see none of my friends or even my sister, matter of fact, going for somebody that I didn't been with. So to me, that already shows that her character is really not for you. You know what I'm saying? It's she all about herself, and she didn't even ask or at least ask. Say, hey, I know you dated such and such back in the day. if you say y'all talk all the time, that should have been something that was brought to the table. So to me, I would just let them go both. But that's just my opinion. What you have to say?
I think that's the most ridiculous thing. Y'all
What?
all at 100. Y'all all at 100. If y'all from the same neighborhood, still live in the same neighborhood, of course y'all gonna be busting down the same men. Y'all at 100. Don't get mad at her because she busting down after you bust him down. Was he a good bust down? How long was you together? I would say I'm gonna bring you on. I would, if young lady, if you want to come on the show, you're a mess. You're a mess. Ooh, I want you on my show.
So there is no guy code or girl
Judgmental.
code on there.
She says, I have an ex I dated 2 years ago. So we don't know how long you were with him. And
That ain't the point.
even if, huh?
So you saying if one of your homeboys from when y'all was young, you figured him as like a brother. If he dated one of the girls you dated and you was in love or whatever or not, you wouldn't feel some type of way. It ain't no guy code.
That just goes to show me right then and there that women are really, really crazy. Y'all just crazy. If y'all all at 100 and you dated him and you see that's what y'all women get for talking about how good the rowboating is to your friends. Of course she wants some. You think she ain't? And to this young lady that asked the question, you know that you slept with a couple of guys, at least a couple of guys that was living with a chick or dating somebody else. So you got some nerve to act like, your buddy, young lady, that your buddy is wrong for, I guess, coming behind you, if you want to call it that, when you yourself have definitely been involved in sleeping with somebody else in sloppy seconds. I just think it's too judgmental. If y'all really was homegirls for real, y'all, it's supposed to be y'all over bros. We say bros over y'all, so y'all supposed to be like, it's never supposed to be no dude come between y'all. If you don't like it, girl, I feel some kind of way about that. But you know what I'm saying? When I was done with him, I was done with him. If you find something in him, cool. I got your back. Now, if you feel some kind of way, you shouldn't have left him. If you feel some kind of way, you should have left him. Look, as a matter of fact, let's keep it real. In this country, most of the marriages happen by people we meet at work or through somebody that we know. Friend, family member, or foe. We meet somebody through somebody that we know, and that's when most of the marriages happen in this country. Google it. Y'all can fact check me. So the bottom line is, if you and look, that's why y'all ladies shouldn't have 100 bodies on you, but y'all do, cause y'all too emotional about it. That's them soul ties. Y'all letting 100 men just juice all up in there, creating them soul ties, and then look at you. You see him with a buddy of yours or somebody you think is your buddy, and you don't have any ownership over that anymore. The fact that you feel like you still do means that you a little bit screwy. Women, y'all a trip for real. If one of my guys dates somebody that I had been with or something like that, shoot, my dude CJ going through that now. My dude CJ, his first cousin, one of his cousins is rocking with one of his baby mamas. Craziest situation ever. Crazy. I mean, to each his own. Shout out to the 937. But yeah, I got a dude going through that now, young lady. My dude's cousin is living with and booed up with one of his baby mamas. I think they might have started having kids. So, you know what I'm saying? It happens, man. Look, ladies, y'all can't if y'all numbers was lower, much lower, you wouldn't be in that situation. Just the simple fact that this young lady says she has an ex that her friend found attractive enough. This is the DFW. It's 2.5 million people. So that means you was sleeping around with a lot of people, young lady, for your buddy to find that, to want one of yours. That means you was just giving it out way too much. See, you're telling on yourself. We all know who you are. You're a mess, and I want you on my show. These ass shades are getting real spicy. I gotta keep checking my inbox. If you will have a question for Shay, because I get to have a say so after she say so. But if you want to have a question, but look, I think Shay's point of view was legitimate from the side if you have a low body count, ladies. If you've only been with, like most men said, if you've been with only 10 or less guys in your life, then clearly, yeah. But if you've been with, dozens and dozens of dudes, that's asking too much of your buddies that see you busting down all these guys. They know that you basically spread it around and then be like, oh, I had feelings for him. I dated him. I had feelings for him. No, you wasn't. How you had feelings for all the 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 guys you dated? Of course you did. You opening your legs for a guy doesn't mean he's off limits to your girlfriends, ladies, for real. If you have a child by him, maybe. If you were married to him, possibly. But just open your legs for him for a couple of months at a time, maybe a year at a time, that does not give you lifetime ownership to where your friends, your family members, nothing like that can't come around him and find him to be somebody they want to kick it with and rock with him too. It's wrong for you to even say that. If your numbers is low, I agree with Shay. If your numbers is 10 or less, I agree with Shay. Clearly, you only have sex with guys that are committed to you. You're in long relationships. You're not spreading around. You're not busted open. You're a chase person. Okay, cool. I agree with Shay. She knows that if you're with somebody, it means something to you. There's a commitment. There it is. But if you upwards of 50 guys and you know it, anywhere around there, and you know it, and most of y'all at 100, keep it 100. Y'all got some nerve, ladies, to be like she shouldn't be sleeping with him, knowing that you done slept with half the city. That's asking too much of your buddies. Taibu Mu'add right here. If you fox with me, you fox with that response, man. Put it in the comment section. It is what it is. Fellas, understand me. If you mess with any chick, I don't care how rich or beautiful she is, how much money she got, how independent she seems to be, she has 100 bodies on her. If you can't handle that these days, if you can't handle that, don't even try to be in a serious relationship. Because there's guys from when she was 19 and guys from when she was 29 and whatever, they still calling because they know she bust down. Why wouldn't they call? If they're still in her phone, if she still has them in her phone, she ain't changed. Take it for what it is. Taibu Mu'add, man. Got nothing but love for y'all. I appreciate y'all for checking me out. I'll see y'all at Monday at 7:30 for Multiple Choice Monday. You know it's gonna be spicy. That's the show. Bleep. I did one turn off. Get that thing. I can't end the broadcast. Okay, broadcast in.